Out of the 5 million who have played or coached, he became one of the few inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame and even played in the NFL.
John Wooten, a Carlsbad native, has seen a lot of success but had to overcome racial injustices. Anchor Kayla Norwood has our Black History Month coverage.
One of the all-time great buffs, both on and off the field, and now College Football Hall of Famer John Wooten.
In front of a crowd full of fans at his alma mater and with his number painted on the field, John Wooten received a rare honor.
I had never even given that a thought. And all of a sudden here I get this call that I'm being inducted into the College Hall of Fame. And, you know, needless to say, there's just not that many blacks in it, right?
He grew up in the small town of Carlsbad.
It was segregated, totally segregated, but the best thing that ever happened to us in Carlsbad was the Brown versus Board of Education.
In the 1950s, it was determined racial segregation in public schools was unconstitutional. And suddenly, the high school was integrated, and he and one other African-American student had the chance to play.
We had never played football, organized football. The only football we had played was out in the streets. But we loved the Carlsbad Cavemen. Football is what opened it up for us.
After playing at Carlsbad High School, he continued his career at the University of Colorado as an offensive lineman and is one of the first 2 black players on the team. He said he didn't experience segregation at the school, but he did when the team traveled for games.
On the road to Kansas State and University of Missouri, and the biggest was there at Utah. We go over to Salt Lake City, University of Utah, and they don't want Frank and I to even stay in the hotel.
Their coach spoke up and told the hotel they'd leave if they didn't let them stay there as planned, and the hotel gave in.
It was just the way it was back in the 50s, you know, and same problem when we got in the NFL.
Wooten was drafted by the Cleveland Browns in 1959 and played 9 seasons with them. That included playing and rooming with famed running back Jim Brown. During the Civil Rights Movement in the 1960s, they created an organization later called the Black Economic Union, providing grants to people of color. Their goal, to make things better for the disadvantaged so they can start businesses.
We will continue to walk and shall rock.
We knew we weren't going to march and sit in the demonstration that were going on across the country. So we took this economic route to try to do it.
Kayla Norwood, KOAT Action 7 News.
He later worked as a scout for 3 NFL teams, including the Dallas Cowboys. And at the age of 85, Wooten is still an active member of an organization that works to promote diversity in sports leagues.